Hi, welcome back to the workshop. Today we are looking at Hornby's brand new TT120 Class 50s and their Mark II coaching stock. Mike, now we have seen the Class 50s coming along through all the production samples over the past few months. They're now available, they're now in stock here at Key Model World and in retailers, including the Mark II coaches. Let's talk about them.
Absolutely. Well, let's start off with the actual Class 50s themselves. So 50 of these were built between 1967 and 1968. They were built by English Electric at their Vulcan Foundry factory, and they started out their careers on the West Coast Main Line, where they took over from electric hauled trains at Crewe and took them north to Glasgow. And then in the early 1970s, they completed electrification from Crewe to Glasgow, which meant then the Class 50s then were cascaded to the Western region, where they replaced the Class 52 hydraulics on West of England mainline expresses, and then they came to the end of their careers about 1994 when the last one was stood down. But interestingly, for all those that want to know everything about Class 50s, 18 of the original 50 have actually been preserved. Wow. And there's several of them actually still active on the main line as well.
Now, the first thing that strikes me with these Class 50s is the detail at the front end. You've got all the intricacies of the hose pipes, you've got the buffers, even everything down to the window wipers. It looks fantastic.
It does, actually. They've done a really nice job on the Class 50. They definitely captured the face of the locomotive really nicely. And one of the things that's actually really nice to talk about here actually is the accessory, the pack that comes with them as well. It's a really comprehensive pack. Mm-hmm. So the first thing which I actually really like about these is the miniature snowplows, because miniature snowplows can be one of those tricky things. They fit really, really well for the most difficult thing in the world to attach to a locomotive. These have been really cleverly designed. They actually plug into the NEM coupling socket.
Oh, no.
So you literally take out the coupling, you plug the miniature snowplows in, job done. Now you're thinking, well, I know that means that they're going to swing with the bogie all the time. Actually, they don't, though, because the NEM pocket is body mounted, so it's on a kinematic arm. So once you plug those miniature snowplow in, it stays in the correct position and the bogie swings independently of it, which is a really nice little feature of these.
I must say, because it's fitted here to 50040, and it does look fantastic at the front there, doesn't it?
It does, yes. So we fitted it to 50040, but not to 50007, because all the photographs I've seen of 50007 on the main line, it doesn't seem to have ploughs with it. So I was trying to be vaguely accurate.
Yes, absolutely.
And then added to that, the accessory pack also includes all the buffer beam pipes as well. So you've got all the air brake pipes and vacuum hoses there as well. Plus, so you can fit all those into the holes. A little bit tricky because they are very, very small, but a little bit of patience will get those into place.
Wonderful.
And then the final part that I've got to mention of these as well, because I was really quite surprised when I opened up the Sir Edward Elgar pack of accessories, is it comes with a full set of optional plates to put over the number plate, name plate, crest and BR crest in the pack as well. So it's actually got an etched metal BR crest on it, which we fitted yesterday.
It does look fantastic, actually, because you can see it. You can see it very clearly over here, and it does really make all that difference.
It really does. It gives that nice little 3D effect, particularly something like the cast plaques that are fitted to 50007. It's nice to have all those extra little embellishments that apply to that locomotive.
Now, there'll be a lot of people watching this video looking at these Class 50s saying, but Mike, the Class 50s were never in Great Western Green, so why is that one in Great Western Green?
Well, this one was famously repainted in 1984 for the Great Western 150th celebration. So it's put into GWR green livery, and it's renamed from Hercules to Sir Edward Elgar. Mm-hmm. And that's how it appeared pretty much for the rest of its career on the main line up until its withdrawal in the early 1990s. It carried this livery. And there were a couple of little changes along the way. At one point, it had red back nameplates. At another point, it had yellow axle boxes. So there were a couple of little minor changes to it. But it carried this livery all the way through the remainder of its career and into its early years of preservation. And then, most recently, this locomotive is more famously known for being finished in GBRF Railways orange and blue livery, where it carried the name Warspite on one side and Hercules on the other, and it had different numbers on each side as well.
It's definitely gone through quite a few identity changes.
It certainly has, yeah. And then, obviously, 50040 here, Leviathan, that's in the classic BR large logo blue livery. I think one of those liveries that really suited the class.
Mm-hmm. Now, just quickly wrapping up on the Class 50s, what is driving them? And let's talk about the DCC components.
Right, so inside they've got a 5-pole motor. You've got twin flywheels as well, so you've got a really nice, powerful drive system in them. We've had them running on a 12-coach train again around the layout here, so we've got plenty of haulage capacity in these for pretty much everyone's layout scenarios. So if you want to model a full-scale West of England Express with Mark II coaching stock, you can do. They will haul it as well. And then in terms of decoder setups, they've got an X18 decoder setup in them. Plus they've got space for a 15mm by 11mm cube speaker in there as well. And they've also got, which is a really nice part of the DCC setup, they've got a full suite of working lights as well. So if you put one of the Hornby DCC decoders, that triple X sound into the logos, you can take full independent control of all the lights. So you can turn the marker lights on independently, you can turn off the tail lights independently, you can turn the headlight on independently, and you can turn the cab lights on independently as well. It's a really nice collection of functionality in it.
You can definitely have some fun there, can't you?
Absolutely. It's great fun to find all the buttons you got press.
Of course. Absolutely. Now, they're available to purchase right now in the Key Model World shop. How much are we selling them for?
Right, so the DCC ready versions, they're priced at £154.99 for one of these. And the DCC sound fared version, we've got the Hornby XXX sound pre-fitted together with a speaker in there. They're £200.69. One other thing to mention with these Class 50s as well, if you do buy a Hornby TT120 Class 50 from the Key Mod World shop, you'll also get a free Class 50s book worth £15.99 each time you buy one.
Oh, lovely. That's fantastic. Really good value.
Absolutely.
Let's move on now to our coaching stock. Let's talk about this. We've got two wonderful liveries here. They're the Mark IIs. Hornby, once again, has done an amazing job, especially if you look at all the detail with the bogies and underneath the frame. It really looks fantastic.
They do. I mean, these are great coaches, again, perfect to go with the Class 50s. And actually a really nice thing that actually you can now use the Class 50 with the Mark IIs alongside the HSTs, alongside the Class 08s that came out in the first wave of releases. So you're starting to get a nice collection of different things you can run together in TT. They've got three choices of different vehicle types. So you've got the first class open, you've got the standard class open, and there's the brake standard open as well. So you can make up nice train formations for those as well. You have to multiply up on the standard class and the first class to make a full train. But yeah, they're really nicely done coaches, plenty of detail on the outside, plenty of detail on the inside. They've got the NEM coupling pockets with them. Plus these also come with Hornby's new magnetic couplings in the pack as well.
Which actually looks spectacular, especially with that real close coupling.
Yeah, they make a big difference about how the coaches actually look when they're running around the layout.
Absolutely.
Because they've got NEM kinematic couplings as well. When they go around a curve, the kinematics actually allow the gangways to pull away, so the close coupling works around the curves as well.
Mm. And as far as livery choices go, Mike, is it just these two intercity options that are available right now?
Yeah, right now. So the first wave of releases for these are the blue and grey ones with the intercity branding on, like we've got behind 50040, and the intercity livery set, which is behind 50007. Like I say, again, perfect to go with either the BR blue and grey HST or the intercity livered HST as well.
And of course, we have all of these in stock right now in the Key Model World shop, don't we?
That's right, yeah. So all six versions of the Mark IIs are available right now from us, and they're priced at £33.99 per coach.
Fantastic. Well, if you are getting into TT120 and you love the Class 50s and you enjoy having a rake of Mark II coaches behind them, then I can guarantee what we've got on the layout here now is definitely for you and your model railway. You can read a full review of the 50s and the Mark IIs in HM206, which is our August edition of Hornby magazine, which is on sale right now. And of course, see more at keymodelworld.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I think I'm going to go shopping.
You always go shopping.
I like shopping.
That's why you're broke.